THEMOSHOW Chicago. And we are back again, this time on a fantastic Tuesday. Despite the fact that it's raining crazy in Chicago, we have been having all of this crazy weather, winds, dust storm, cold. I know that they say that it was 55 degrees today, but however, it felt like it was like 40 degrees today. Earlier today, I had on a parka coat and a scub cap. I remember the other day that I told you that I may be speaking too early because Chicago weather can change at any time, and it might not be time to put up those coats and those scub caps. Just like today. I'm sure that many people in Chicago are wondering what is happening here at the end of May. We still can't get that decent weather in. However, we should have it by Memorial Day, according to WGN and the meteorologists. So don't put those winter coats up yet. Don't put those scub caps up yet, because you just may be in your basement or going through those boxes, where you put all your winter items at. You just may be going back in there and retrieving them because of the weather is so bad. What do you think? I think it's absolutely crazy. I myself right now, I'd be somewhere, like to be under some palm trees somewhere. I'm just saying. That's right. Drinking on a nice glass of lemonade. Or grape juice. Welch's, that is. Okay. Yeah. Crazy in Chicago. Not to mention the fact that we had one of these community watch people got jumped, got mugged over here at Gompers Park on the north side of Chicago. He was recording. They didn't give his name in the media outlet. He was recording the activity that was taking place in the neighborhood for Crime Watch, crime prevention. Just so happens, one man was drinking. Some crazy drunk man, was drinking. And guess what he did? He started to beat the man, kick the man. And when he started, others started doing the same thing to the community crime watch guy. Once they got him down on the ground, they ripped off his chain. They tried to take the man's phone so that there would be no evidence. However, when the cops did come, the assailant, one of the assailants, because I guess everybody else scattered according to the report, was sitting right down the street in a chair, drunk. And just so happens, one of the witnesses told the police, that's him right there, and said the same thing that the victim said. That's him right there. And what did the police do? They arrested the dumb man, okay? How can you say that you are for crime prevention when you don't want to be recorded in your neighborhood? Is it safe to say that you shouldn't be recording people in your neighborhood? Should it be safer to call 911? But seeing that they want evidence, especially video footage, so they can put on the news and show what these clowns are doing in the neighborhoods and the communities, I'm just saying, it's the city of gangsters. Not all people like to be filmed. In fact about it, some people have actually got killed, shot and killed, or stabbed and killed because they were recording some people on their phone. It's crazy out here. Hi, how you doing there, Noah? Hey, I'm from the Big Windy, city of gangsters. Chi-Town, Chirac. Where are you from? However, wherever you're from, I want to say thank you for stopping by to see what we had to say, because you could have been somewhere else with someone else doing something else. So we want to thank you for stopping by today. Yeah. More crazy news in Chicago. As I said, that there is nowhere safe in the city. 15-year-old shot and killed in Roseland. Yeah. Cyrus Box Jr., 15-year-old, died in his mother's arms as she was trying to revive him. Now, Cyrus Box Jr. was in Roseland in the Wild Wild Hundreds over there, celebrating a birthday party for his brother. I guess it was his stepbrother, because according to the reports, the teenager who was shot and killed did not live in Roseland. He died in his mama's arms. According to the reports, a silver Honda drove up and two men began to shoot out the window. Shot the teenager in the chest and in the torso, shooting, killing, and getting away with it. No one has been caught for the murder of this teenager who was just minding his business, trying to celebrate his brother's birthday. And once again, as I stated, he did not live in the Roseland neighborhood. Can't go nowhere. It is not safe nowhere in the city of Chicago. 7-year-old stabbed by his mama. 7-year-old boy stabbed by his mama, LaVonna Torres, 26 years old, who resides over here on the 1700 block of West Touhy, which is right off of Ashland and Touhy on the north side. Stabbed the boy. Why? Because he made a mess. The boy hid up under the bed, but then he ended up hiding up under a kitchen sink, trying to get away from his mama. His mama was placing the knife, jabbing it back and forth under the sink. And when the son finally said, "Ouch," she stopped. Took her son downstairs to the apartment where her mama stayed at. And her mama told her to take the boy to the hospital. Why would she do that? Are parents getting that short fuse? Or is this the brink of mindset that people are on in this society? How about that? Because we got a lot of crazy people out here. Crazy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. How crazy is it in California? Los Angeles, that is. How crazy is it out there in Memphis? I'm just saying. Yeah. How crazy is it out there in Denver on Colfax Street? How crazy is it in Florida? Anywhere in Florida. I'm just saying. You even have Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson under fire by the Department of Justice. Why is he under investigation by the Donald Trump administration? Because the DOJ says that he has been hiring too many black people. Damn. Are you serious? This man has been investigated because he's hiring too many black people. Does that sound insane to you all? How can he, when the white people is the ones who run the city? And I don't care what city and state you from in this country, white people run it. They may have a black person in office, but they are just the puppet. Yeah, they are just the puppet. As they call them, the token Negro. The same as Obama was, the token Negro. You had all of these international leaders got tired of seeing the Caucasian face. Tired of them tricking the other people. So they put Obama in play. Just like they put Brandon Johnson in play. And he says that black people run the city. He lying. White people run the city. The governor run the whole state, and he ain't black. I'm just saying. Mayor Brandon Johnson. How many companies do you know that is under investigation for hiring too many white people? Do you know any mayors like that in America that is being investigated by Donald Trump for hiring too many white people? Hell, they even have a school system here in Chicago that is about to be brought in September, the new school year, and Donald Trump is investigating that as well because it focuses on young black children who can't seem to focus. Who can't seem to focus. And Donald Trump is investigating that as well because he say that it is discriminatory. What? What is this man talking about? No, I'm not worried about crazy peoples. Hey, what's going on, Carmine Murray or Donald Trump either? I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm sure that you know. But hey, some people don't know. But for those of you who do know, take extreme caution on the way that this country is rolling about. You have more racial tension in America since Donald Trump has been into office. In fact about it, you can go back to his first election when he was president. You had racial tension that just comes out of the blue somewhere. Okay, people come from all behind garbage cans, out of the trees, from up under cars, from in the back of the alley with the rats. You don't know where these people coming from. And then you have the stupid black people that ride with Donald Trump, even though Donald Trump wants to make them a slave again. In the literal sense. I'm just saying. And in addition to that, Donald Trump has authorized a weapon device that you can place or attach to a semi-automatic rifle, and it shoots faster than a machine gun. Who are they going to be using these weapons on? You can go in the store and purchase it right now. Anybody who has a gun card. Yeah, who would these weapons be used upon? And with all of these silly young people out here shooting and killing everybody, themselves and those who look like them, it's sad. But Donald Trump knows what he's doing. Do you know what Donald Trump is doing? Do you know why he's doing it? Because the country is going to go up in smoke. Because we're going up in smoke. We ain't got no hope. Because we going up in smoke. Yeah. Going up in smoke. And Donald Trump is at the helm of that. Spearheading the whole thing. Be expecting madness, gunplay to be taking place. Not only in the neighborhoods, but in the communities as well. Crime is all over the country, and it's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's getting worse. What do we do here? A lot of people talking about they're going to jump ship, but they can't afford to jump ship. They can't afford to jump ship. So what do? They have to continue to suffer the madness that you all put in office. It was all a plot. It was all a plot. Now, what are you all going to do about it? If anything, this is the prime time for people who look like me to unite, and for people who are of like-minded, people who not regarding skin color. Most people regarding skin color. Most white people regard skin color. They do. Yeah, they understand from their own code set, because they are on code. I don't care where you go in America, white people are on code. I'm going to say that again. The white people in America here are on code to disrespect you. Is that all white people? No, that's not all white people. But most of them, if you're in a room with a bunch of snakes and they're on the floor, do you have time to figure out which one is poisonous and which one is not? Do you have that particular time to sort out who's who? But at this point in time, if you're not reading energy, there's a great possibility that you can be bitten by a poisonous snake, backstabbed, and die. Yeah. That's what time we're living in here. And did you all know that there was a protest here in Chicago? 30-mile protest. People who are protesting Donald Trump's policy from Chicago to Aurora, Illinois. 30 miles of people protesting. People honking their horns to the people who are out there protesting. But some of the people that's out there protesting are the people that voted them in the first place. I'm just... including all those Latinos who voted them in. Those who call themselves Latino, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now they stuck with this president that they voted in. And white Americans are not too happy in welcoming the Dutch South African farmers whom Donald Trump called refugees. They're not too quick to accept them here in America. They're not. Well, let's just hope and pray that some things backfire. Let's just hope and pray that some things backfire. I mean, because like in these things, I'm not saying like pray on your knees and all of that stuff. No, send that positive energy out there to reverse the madness that he's doing until we get him out of office. Okay? Or if you can form a league among yourselves, you see, stupid people versus non-stupid people. Stupid people versus non-stupid people. How about that league? No color of hue involved. Now, you know that when you do start a league like that, you're going to have those agents, okay? So y'all be careful who you out there socializing with, trying to construction things, organizations in the background to combat the madness of this country that has been placed upon American citizens in the form of the Donald Trump administration. Y'all think about that. And no, I didn't forget. I didn't forget. You have a 72-year-old lady by the name of Hazel Benson who shot her son in the chest in Mesa, Arizona because he was making too much noise playing a video game. But the man is 38 years old. Is he the only child? Or did he lose his job or something? But whatever it was, his mama got tired of his ass. The cops came and everything, and she told him that he was making too much noise. Now, after she shot the victim, her 38-year-old adult son, he left the house walking. How can you do that? How can you take a walk after being shot in the chest and then come back to the house where you just got shot at? Now, if that ain't stupid, I don't know what is. Crazy. Parents are tired of their children today, especially if they are rude, especially if they are disrespectful, especially if they were not reared to be the way that they are. But however, when people become an adult or even 16, 17, 18, whatever they got in them is going to come out. I'm just saying. And you can't control that. You can't control what they do, despite you gave them a great upbringing in a nice, loving home. How many of you all out there came from the old school like I did? You know, when grandma and grandpa were still together, when your mother and father were still together, You know, when your brother and your sister, y'all played together, y'all went outside, jump rope, roll big wheels, roll huffy bikes, BMX bikes, 10 speeds. Remember those back in the day? Before the mountain bikes and all that, we used to get out on those Schwinn's, you know? Yeah! That's when we had family fabric. And all of that is gone today. All of that is out the window. You even have moms who are feeding their toddler children marijuana, hog tying them to a bed with belts, and then yanking them with a leash. These are the type of young people that we're dealing with in America. If you don't want to have your kids, stop having sex, okay? Stop having sex until you get yourself together where you can afford the child. I was going to say kid, but child, you know. Yeah. Stop having sex. In fact, about it, Mother Frances Cress Welsing said that men and women should not have sex until they're in their 30s. What do y'all think about that? And she was talking about people that look like me, okay? She wasn't speaking for a Caucasian. She was talking about people who look like me. Give me a moment. So yeah, think about that. Are we in a degeneration period? Of course we are. Are we on the brink of self-destruction? Of course we are. Are the leaders of this country help providing that destruction? Yes. Are they further hindering people from growing? Yes. Are they hindering people from further developing? Yes. But I guess if you got the internet, you can educate your own self. And all of those people who lost their jobs, you're going to have to make a job for yourself. Especially if you've been working for the government for all of these years, there's no way possible that all of you all can't come together and do something. What do you think? I think that we're in trouble. And I'm not the only one who think that way. But I appreciate your time and I appreciate your presence because that's my time right now. But before we leave here, I want you to go over and check out my other channel, MOPOWERZ here on YOUTUBE, all one word, no space, okay? And check out those audiobook series. And right now we got the audiobook series entitled Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James, but I'm doing the audiobook series, okay? We got From Babylon to Timbuktu, The Fall of America, The Destruction of Black Civilization, The Message to the Black Man of America. Yeah, As a Man Thinketh, The Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca, The Demonology of King James, The Miseducation of the Negro, The World's 16 Crucified Saviors. We got a bunch of stuff over there for you all. If you just go over there and take a little time out your day and listen to what we have to say and get you some more food for your brain, okay? And if you're into traveling, we got plenty of traveling spots over there as well, like the Black Holocaust Museum that's in Milwaukee. We have the National Civil Rights Museum that's in Memphis. We have the Mopop Museum that's in Seattle. We got the Georgia Guidestones before they blew up. We got places where we were in Washington, D.C., the White House, the Jefferson Memorial, yeah, the Lincoln Memorial, Martin Luther King Jr. statue in D.C. We've been all over the place, from Maine to Florida, from Florida to California, from California to Washington, back down to the Midwest. Any and everywhere you want to go, we've been there. And we'll continue rolling. You know what I'm saying? We got more things coming up for you all, but check out those audiobooks. And if you like Chicago, anything, Chicago old school, Chicago comedy, old school, Chicago old school slam poetry, Chicago old school rap, gangster rap, hip hop, we got it all over there. And there you find the likes of Deion Cole, Diane Corder, Reggie Reg, Snoop, Quintella, Dura Banks, Shari, Twista, Shauna, Crucial Conflicts, Triple Darkness, Mecca, Official Business, Affiliated Fellas, Big Taz, Cadre Entertainment, nomads, Mano, and a whole lot more. So go over there and check out that channel as well. THEMOSHOW Classics are one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And on your way out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos on YOUTUBE. And also press those condiments to like and to share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. That's my time, you all. Peace out. Thanks for viewing. And never give up on your DREAMS. See you later with more of We Got That Smoke. That's right. We got more of We Got That Smoke tonight on this channel. Stay tuned, you all. Peace out.